Alright, so in this video we're going to go over building backlinks. I'm going to give you exact sources where to get backlinks, how to get them. There's a lot covered in this video, so below this video I have put a download link so you can actually download this presentation. So you have it all for yourself so you can kind of go through it, basically at your own speed. So here is the backlinking outline. Now when you first create your site, I always like to start with social links. Now when you build these, it's preferred to do URL and branded links. So you're going to go out and, just basic social stuff. Create a Facebook page. In the Facebook page, link to your site. Create a Twitter account for this, for your website. Put a link to your website in your profile. Sign up for Google Plus. Put your link in there. YouTube, you can do a YouTube channel. Again, you can link to your website. We can do LinkedIn as well and link off to our website. And then we also have Gravatar and Delicious. Now those aren't quite as important, but there's nothing wrong with getting, as many as you can. Again, with these, we're going to use a URL link. Most of these will not let you actually specify the anchor text, so they're just going to be URL links. And it's a great way to get your site indexed by Google, get it noticed, and start driving a little bit of links back to the site. All these are obviously top tier websites. Pretty much everybody who's creating a website will use these, so they're good links to have. So that's where we start, just real basic, creating social links. Now as you go, as you add a page to your website, you can post it on your Facebook page, you can tweet it out, you can do a post on Google Plus. So it's a good way to keep promoting your site as well. So that's where we start. Social links, very easy to do. From there, I like to then go and do Web 2.0 sites. Now for these, when we link back to our site, this is where I like to start using some of our keywords that we're trying to rank for. So again, keyword rich anchor text. Now the top three that I would say you absolutely should do are WordPress, Squidoo, and Tumblr. So basically with these, you just go out, you create your site, name it, something related to your website, related to your market, get content on them, always unique content. Again, this is a great time to use iWriter.com, which I had talked about in an earlier video. Just get a couple articles written and post them on your WordPress.com blog. Now this is a blog on WordPress.com. This is not your main site. Go create a Squidoo page, post some of your content on there, create a Tumblr, do a couple posts on there, and again, in those you can link out to your website using your keyword, your main keywords you're trying to rank for. Remember to always be linking to your home page and your inner pages, all of that. On these, it's also a good idea to link out to some authority sites, to link out to Wikipedia, what have you. Some additional ones that you can do right away if you want, or kind of put them into your plan as you go. Typepad.com, Weebly.com, LiveJournal, blog.com, tripod.com, web.com, or webs.com. There's a ton of Web 2.0s out there. Not all of them are as good as others, so these are kind of some of the ones I would focus on. Again, now with these, we have basically a website out there linking to our site, so we can kind of build up the reputation of these as well. So again, the second thing I do is I go out and create some Web 2.0s. After that, you can take those Web 2.0 sites you created and add them to your social profile. So go to your Facebook page and do a Facebook post on the new Tumblr blog you created, on the new WordPress.com blog you created. Go to Twitter, tweet out links to the WordPress site, to the Tumblr site. Same thing on Google Plus. And you can kind of start interlinking these, again, to build up the authority of those Web 2.0 sites you built. And then of course you can also add those links into your profiles, like on Google Plus as well. So that is the third thing I do. I go out and I kind of announce those new Web 2.0 sites I created on my social profiles. Next, we have article directories. We got Ease on Articles, Go Articles, Article City, Article Base. There's a ton of article directories out there. Now in the past, most people would use article directories to link directly to your site. You can still do that. A lot of article directories are not nearly as powerful as they used to be, but you can still link to your site. If you are, I would probably just use URL or branded links. But what I do like to do is go out and create articles on article directories and then link to those Web 2.0 sites you created. Again, these Web 2.0 sites are almost like kind of a buffer, so we can drive a lot of links at the Web 2.0 sites, and then the Web 2.0 sites link back to our money site, with the keyword-rich anchor text. Again, we can build up the power of those Web 2.0 sites and basically turn those into powerful links back to our site. So that's the next step. I like to create some articles. Again, you can get these articles written on iWriter or whatever you have. You can write them yourself. But again, I like to use those to link back to my Web 2.0 sites to, again, make those Web 2.0s even more powerful. Again, you can use them to link back to your money site if you wish as well. So the next step then is submitting videos to YouTube. Very simple. Create a video about your topic, post it on your YouTube account, and then use your site's URL as the first thing you put in the video description. Because again, we want the videos to actually drive traffic and also pass some link juice as well. Now, when you're creating YouTube videos, make sure and always target them towards one of your keywords. So pick out a keyword, name the video as that keyword, so have the actual name of the video, the actual file has your keywords in it. Use the keyword in your title, use the keyword in your description, use the keyword in your tags. So again, so you have the opportunity of those YouTube videos actually ranking in Google as well. And then make sure in the description, the first thing in your description is the URL of your site. Use the full URL, the HTTP, all of it in there. Those will become clickable. People can find your videos, go on your site, and it's also going to pass some link juice back to your site as well. You can also take those videos, then embed them on your Web 2.0 sites. So if you create a video on YouTube, you can go and embed it on one of your Tumblr posts, on your WordPress blog, and kind of get those videos out there in as many places as possible. That'll actually also help your YouTube video, having it being embedded on different websites. And Fiverr is a good place to use to have simple videos created. For $5, people will make videos for you all day long. So very, very cheap. So again, YouTube, video marketing is huge. So again, we want to be using videos as well. And again, they pass a nice link back to our site and can get some traffic as well. So make sure you're also using YouTube videos. Next, we have press releases. Now, this one I do put as optional. And I only say that because not every site you make is probably really going to be maybe worthy of a press release. Again, if you do build a high quality site, you can definitely submit a press release kind of announcing your site. A couple of places I like to use are i-newswire.com and 24-7pressrelease.com. If you use 24-7pressrelease.com, just do a Google search for a coupon code. I almost always find one. You can usually get like 30-40% off the price. They have very good deals. Those are both paid options. They do have free options as well. You're just not going to get as much traction with the free option. One big thing with press releases is you want to make sure that you're using a URL link. The thing with press releases is they're going to get syndicated, so they're going to get sent out to many, many different sites. They're going to be kind of online in more than one place. You don't want to use a keyword-rich anchor text on those because you just don't want to run the risk of getting your site over-optimized because your press release is out there on 50 different sites and it all has the exact same anchor text. So with press releases, I would really stick to URL links. You can use branded links as well. And again, iNewsWire and 24-7pressrelease.com are great sources. PRweb.com is obviously kind of the king of the press release. They charge like it as well. So for these type of sites, it's really not necessary to spend $300 for a press release. But press releases are definitely good. If you think of every reputable business out there, every major website, they submit press releases. So even though I know recently Google has kind of come out saying press releases aren't good. They should be no follow and all of that stuff. And some of these companies actually have started no following all the links. I really don't buy into that because, if Google was to penalize every site that was linked to by a press release, they would be penalizing some major brand. So it's just not going to happen. So press releases are still a great place to get links. They get syndicated out to a lot of places. But again, I would stick to a URL link or a branded link. I wouldn't do some keyword rich anchor text on those, just because they're going to be out there duplicated over and over again. You don't want to get over optimized. So press releases are another great place to get links. And again, like I had said, use URL and branded links. The next one is PDF submission sites. These are sites like slideshare.net, DocStore, SlideBoom, eDoctor. What basically what a PDF submission site is you just kind of create a Word document with some sort of content on your topic, and then insert links into that Word document linking back to your site, and then you save it as a PDF. And then you take that PDF and you upload it to these PDF submission sites. With PDF submission sites, if you really want to kind of get the most traction out of it, kind of how-to articles are the best. Anything that's kind of detailing a process related to your site, and then again in there you insert links that just simply link back to your website. Now these, again, a good place to use URL. You can use branded. You can even start mixing in some keywords in these as well, because again, these aren't going to be kind of duplicated in all these different places. You also have control over them, so if you need to change anything with them, you can. But PDF submissions are definitely a good place to get links. Now, again, kind of the reason I'm showing you so many is one big thing with SEO is you don't want all your links coming from one source. So when you use all of these different methods and kind of sticking to more of the high quality ones, you're getting links from a variety of sources, a variety of places. It's really going to help with your overall backlink profile. So PDF submissions are also another great source to use. We also have blog comments. Blog comments are still beneficial. When doing them, though, I would really only stick to relevant sites. So again, do a Google search for whatever your topic is, and find people running blogs that have comments. Leave high quality comments, and make sure the article you're commenting on is related to your market. Now with these, I would definitely use generic brand or URL links. You don't need to stuff keywords in here. That's probably going to make it so your blog comment doesn't get approved, because it's going to look like spam. So for generic, usually when you submit a blog comment, you put in a name and then a URL. So usually the link going back to your site is just going to be a name, which is fine. It's just a generic anchor text, but mix those up. And you can also link to your Web 2.0 sites and your profiles with these. I would actually recommend doing that, getting some more links back to your Web 2.0 sites. And overall, blog comments are still beneficial to have. It's another source. It's going to come from another different place, but I would, again, stick to relevant sites. Leave quality comments. Don't do any kind of spam. And again, don't try to stuff keywords in there. And to do this, just do a Google search for your keywords and blogs related. And lastly, we have guest posting. Now, with guest posting, I know, especially recently, Google has come out and said, guest posting is bad and all this stuff. Whenever they come out and say, you shouldn't be doing something, chances are it's because it works and they don't want you doing it. So guest posting is still extremely, extremely powerful. Number one, because you can get links to your site from very high quality, highly relevant, powerful sites. They're also great because they drive traffic. If you get a guest post on a popular website, you're probably going to get a lot of traffic back to your website. So it's kind of a two-pronged benefit. Again, you're going to get the SEO value and you're going to get the direct traffic value as well. When doing guest posting, I would try to stick with influential and high-quality sites. When you submit a guest post, it better be a very high-quality article if you really want that website to post it. So it's got to be your best content. And when you're doing this, you can use URL links, especially if you're worried about, kind of Google not liking them. Just stick to URL or branded links. Me personally, if you don't want to be as conservative, I would definitely try to get some keywords in there. Again, guest posting does work. You're getting a link from a high quality site, and they work very, very well. To find guest posting sites, basically what you do is just do a Google search for your keyword plus guest post. You can do keyword plus write for us, just basically trying to find sites that have some kind of submission process for sending in a guest post for their site. So, if I was doing on the golf swing, I could do golf swing plus, then guest post, or golf swing plus right for us. And you can basically come across sites that accept guest posting. Most people that run websites, one of the things they always need, and it's kind of a pain, is coming up with content. So if you contact them with a very high quality article, chances are they're going to post it, and you'll get a good link back to your site. And not to mention, if it's a highly relevant and highly trafficked site, you're going to get a lot of direct traffic back from that as well. So guest posting still works very, very well. So now, with all of these kind of different linking sources I told to you, there's not an exact schedule to follow. I'm not going to lay out, do this today, do this tomorrow. Basically, you want to start slow. I would always start with creating your social profiles, creating your Web 2.0s, maybe doing some articles, driving links back to your Web 2.0s, and then just slowly keep mixing in all of these different sources. I wouldn't say, do a ton of PDFs, then do a ton of guest posts, then do a ton of blog posts or blog comments. Just kind of mix them all in. Watch your rankings. If you see yourself, steadily climbing, keep doing what you're doing. Maybe ramp it up a little. If you climb up to a certain spot, maybe you're stuck on page 2, ramp it up a little bit. Drive some more keyword rich anchor text back, and start getting more and more links. So there's no specific schedule other than the fact that I would always start with doing the social profiles and then doing the Web 2.0s, and then just continue mixing in all of these different basically linking options. Again, you want a wide variety of links coming from a wide variety of places, using a wide variety of anchor text, sticking with the URL, the branded, and the keywords. So again, just keep using these over and over and over. Monitor your rankings and kind of see how you're progressing. If it's going very, very slow, you're not seeing much, you probably need to ramp it up a little. If you're steadily climbing, keep doing it, or just maybe ramp it up a little. And if you get stuck, it probably means you need to start driving more and more links to keep moving up. So lastly, some done-for-you options. RankCrew.com is a service I've used before and I've always been happy with. It's run by Jonathan Leisure, who, if you've ever followed SEO, you're probably familiar with him. He usually puts out very high-quality SEO products. He's really on top of the game. He's involved in SEO. So his service is very, very good. It's all done manually. Nothing's automated. And when they, if you do some of the options where they'll create profiles and stuff like that, you actually get the login information for those. So if you need to change them, delete them, edit them, you have that option. I would avoid link building services on Fiverr. Fiverr is a great place for having, videos done, having Web 2.0s created. But as for going on Fiverr and getting people to actually build links back to your site, I really avoid that now. It used to work really good, but then of course Google, kind of changed the way they rank things, and people are doing stuff for $5. The quality just isn't going to be there. So they're great for doing tasks related to link building, but I wouldn't use them for actual link building services. So I just want to jump over to Rank Crew and kind of show you that site real quick. So here's Rank Crew. It's just rankcrew.com, and you can see some of their available packages. They have link building for new sites, and you can kind of see exactly what they're going to create. They'll do the social bookmarks, the RSS feeds, the high PR web directory submissions, article directory submissions, forum profile links. A lot of those I didn't talk about because they're so time consuming to do yourself, and they're not the highest quality links. But if somebody's going to do them for you manually, so this package right here, the link building for new sites, I've personally used that, and I've seen very good results. I had a brand new site. I hadn't built a single link to it, and I kind of want to test this out. So I did the link building for new sites, and after they kind of completed the task, for most of my keywords that I was targeting, I went from not found to anywhere between probably ranked 20th to 50th. So this isn't going to get you number one on Google, but it's a great place to get those links started, get your site indexed, and really get your ranking started. So again, I paid $45 and it got most of my keywords up to in the like 20 to 40 spot range, which is very good because then I can go out and do some more specific link building like we had talked about. So that one's very good. We have some other packages. If you scroll down, you can do just social bookmarking submissions. You can do just article directory submissions. So you could, for example, use this service, 30 submissions for $8. You could link those all to your Web 2.0 sites, and they could take care of that for you. Web directories, I don't do a lot of those, but again, you can use those to drive some URL links. They'll do video submissions. They'll actually create your Web 2.0 blogs for $45. They'll create 30 Web 2.0 blogs across 10 to 15 of the top platforms. They do press releases. They also have a unique article wizard. I've actually stopped using that service. I started getting some negative results for it, so I wouldn't necessarily use that one. But they will do a lot of the tasks for you. It's all done manually, and it's done, and they really stick to the high quality sites. You're not going to get a lot of spam. If you do any of these, especially if you do like this link building for new sites, when I did this, pretty much all the links I had them build, I stuck with URL links, branded links, and a lot of kind of generic anchor text or just really long tail keywords. I didn't just do this and have them all build all links back with my exact keyword. Don't do that. Again, keep it very, very varied. So if you have a little money to spend and you want a little more hands-off approach, not having to manually go out and do this, this is a service I would recommend. I have used them. I've had good results with them. I like how they do it. You get kind of the login information, so you can go in and change stuff if you want to. So they're a good source as opposed to kind of getting some of the junky stuff done on Fiverr. So that is link building. I know we covered a lot in this video. There's a PDF below the video you can download. And again, just slowly work your way through this. Again, start with the social bookmarks and the Web 2.0s, and then just kind of start mixing in all the different linking types, kind of keeping track of your percentages of, of what you're building for URL, branded, and keyword links, and just slowly start ramping it up. Monitor your rankings, and you'll start to see your site steadily climb in the rankings. Now, especially when you targeted low competition terms, again, you can get some very good rankings relatively quickly. So that is link building. Again, that'll take some time. Do it slowly. Be very conservative with how you do it, and then ramp it up over time.